Penn State looked beat at USC. They come back, tie the game 3 different times, finally win it in overtime. Huge, gutsy win for Nittany Lions to stay unbeaten and talk about kind of change the narrative of that team a little bit. Drew Aller was really good. I thought James Franklin called a brilliant game. He had one of the best fake plays I've ever seen. Or Tyler Warren, their tight end, snapped the ball. How about Tyler Warren? 17 receptions for 224 yards and a TD. He also was 1 for 1 throwing the ball for 9 yards. Tight end threw the ball. He also ran the ball one time for 4 yards, and he snapped the ball at center. He snapped the ball at center, was eligible, ran down the field, and made an incredible catch, because who the hell guards the center?
Yeah.
It was. I thought James Franklin did a great job. And then after the game, they try to spike they want to plant the flag, the Penn State flag, and he stops them. And I like that, because guess what? Great win. See you in November against Ohio State. Ain't nothing proven by Penn State. I loved that out of James Franklin. That told me something. I know that's kind of how he operates. Let's be a little bit more humble and all that. But that also tells me, like, we won, but we ain't done. And I like that a lot. Go ahead, Ross.
Well, yeah, maybe they could extend the runway now at the State College Airport. No,
that's how you get it done.
There you go. So who knows? You could bust an hour and then fly 5 hours and still win. Yeah, you mentioned it, Dan. Drew Aller ended up 30 of 43, almost 400 yards, and he did have a few interceptions, but his play is the difference in what you need. What's been, in a way, missing from Penn State in big games is a quarterback who can accumulate a lot of yards and win you games. And they needed him here to do it. And they've got that new offense with Andy Kotelnicki at offensive coordinator. And we saw them have to lean on that offense to come back in this game. And, usually with these Penn State teams, we see them lean on the defense, a running game, and all that stuff. This one, we got a good dose of what Penn State could do through the air. And the Tyler Warren stuff is incredible. I think he was 1 or 2 catches from tying the FBS tight end single game record.
I think he broke it.
He broke it.
I think he tied the FBS record, period, for catches.
Oh, he tied the FBS record, baby. Yeah. Wow.
17.
Wow. Yeah, 17 catches. Yeah. Just a remarkable game. And on the flip side, of course, just demoralizing.
Good snap, too. It was a quality snap.
Yeah, about that. Yeah. Played incredible. Hey. Yeah. And good catch. He was guarded in the end zone.
Yeah,
he got a guy right there. The play really didn't work in a lot of ways, right? That nobody bit down, but he made he made this remarkable basket catch around a defender.
They need to make a play though, and they made one. They were aggressive and called this fake, and it worked. Go ahead, Ben.
Oh, that guy! I don't know whether I've ever seen a tight end have as good a game, except for maybe Dalton Kincaid against USC 2 years ago. There might be a theme there, but he was completely unstoppable. He was Gronkowski. He also completed a pass for 9 yards and had a run for 4 yards. I mean, they are using him extremely creatively. This is the Kotelnicki influence, I think, here is like, we've got this unbelievable weapon, this 6'6", 260-pound athlete. We're using him to do everything all over the place. So he's had a great season, but this was just an extreme level of performance there. That was incredible. The one thing I will say, and I'm sure Lincoln Riley will say it because he doesn't shy away from complaining about the officials, but they got some tough whistles there, tough flags, USC. They called a wham block on their tight end blocking Abdul Carter that called back like a 25-yard game that put them down in the red zone. That was a terrible call. That was just like, if that's not blocking, legal blocking, what are we even doing in football? And then there were 2, I thought, probable pass interferences on their overtime possession, neither of which got called. And I thought the refs just kind of turtled a little bit at the end there, like, we're not calling anything. So good defense by Penn State. Make them call it, and they didn't. So USC will come away with complaints and all that, but the bottom line is they've lost 3 times, and they had a lead. They were playing extremely well, and they couldn't hold it. They could not stop Penn State, and that's credit to Penn State, but also, once again, Lincoln Riley with a defense that couldn't shut the door.
1-3, fading late in games, lots of travel, not getting the calls. Like, yeah, welcome to the Big Ten. I swear, USC, Pac-12, still looking for an 8th member here.
Yeah, no
I
kidding.
take you back. Like,
enjoy the revenue.
USC's like the guy. He has a nice girlfriend, breaks up with her, hits the singles bar. 4 straight weekends, he's home at 12:30 playing video games by himself. Maybe it wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't so bad. And it's a little rough out there. It's cold. It's cold, and winter ain't even hit yet. It's coming. Yeah. Have a nice trip to Maryland next week. Probably win, but good God.